It is the day before his first concert in the United States, rehearsal in the East Room. For a concert he was invited to play by Nancy Reagan, and he has decided to begin with the Star-Spangled Banner. We had met Feltsman first in January of 1987 in his apartment in Moscow. He had been in deep trouble with the Soviet government for 8 years, ever since he had applied for a visa to emigrate to Israel. The Soviets had refused to let him go.
Well, I am Jewish. That's a fact.
Yeah.
And I apply for exit visa to Israel because I'm Jewish. That's only way for people to leave this country, if they want. For Jews, I mean.
In other words, you could not apply to go to Paris or London?
No.
Or New York?
No. The only thing what I want to get, what I wanted and still want to get, is to play here and elsewhere without bureaucratic problems and troubles. Well, maybe I'm too selfish. Maybe, but I was born to play piano, I'm sorry.
Seven months later, Moscow airport. Miraculously, it seemed, through the intervention of the U.S. ambassador to Moscow, through the private pleading of the Secretary of State, George Shultz, through the urging of the President and the First Lady, and through Glasnost, suddenly Feltsman was told that he could leave. With his wife Anna, his son Daniel, amid bittersweet goodbyes, finally Feltsman was on his way west. Not to Israel, but to the United States.
Attention please, for departure for Oman, Kuwait, Abu Dhabi, flight 5 to 1. All passengers, please proceed for departure immediately, gate number 16.
Arrival at JFK Airport in New York, and the Feltsmans got their first taste of what was in store for them in the United States.
Vladimir, here you go.
Just 5 weeks later, the Feltsmans arrive in Washington on the day before his White House concert. On that rehearsal day, Nancy Reagan told us how she had first learned about Vladimir Feltsman.
I had heard about him through our son, Ron, who had been in the Soviet Union twice on assignment, and had met him, and came home and told us all about him, and the fact that he would like to come out. And then when I read in the paper that his name was on the list, I was very happy.
And what did you do about it?
I wrote him a letter and had it delivered.
Sent it to Moscow?
No, I had it delivered to Vienna, where he landed.
You mean when he came out of Moscow and landed in Vienna, there was a letter from Nancy Reagan waiting for him?
Mm-hmm.
And what did the letter say, if I may?
The letter said, first of all, that I welcomed him to this country. I was so happy for him. And I don't think I'll tell him everything I said. And then said that we would be very happy if he would give his first concert here at the White House. And we gave him a couple of dates. And I heard back from him right away.
He played a classical program, and then for one of his encores, he delighted his new American friends with some Scott Joplin ragtime.
Vladimir, with all our hearts, we welcome you and Anna and Daniel to the United States and to freedom. God bless you.
Yes.
From the moment he landed in the United States, Feltsman has been besieged
President
by the
Reagan,
press,
who
but he has been a willing
asked
victim.
for me twice with a meeting, with a summit with Mr. Gorbachev.
And the press reaction to Feltsman's arrival in the United States and to his White House performance could hardly have been more glowing.
You don't have that kind of media attention or hype or whatever you call it in the Soviet Union.
Never.
Are you comfortable with it here, truly, or is there too much of it?
I can tell you the truth. I like it. If anybody on my place will tell you that they don't like all this noise and attention, they are tight, it will be nonsense. We all like it. We all have our ego, and I have my ego very high, so I like it.
Vladimir and Anna are inseparable. They stroll the New York streets together, picking up the newspapers and magazines that will help them discover America. They revel in the sights, the sounds, the energy of their Manhattan neighborhood. And Anna has begun to understand how the role of an artist's wife in the United States differs from what she had known in the Soviet Union.
Here in the West, wives play a very big role with their husbands. And they have their own life, and they just support. But in Russia, it was not custom. They just prefer to stay at home. And I don't know why, but they prefer not to share their wives. I don't know what reasons they have. But here it's normal for the wife to take a big part in the life of their husbands.
Like so many Europeans, especially the Soviet emigres who come to settle in New York City, the Feltsmans love its parks, its distractions, its towering skyline. Two hours away in upstate New York, Feltsman has rented a country home near the State University at New Paltz, where he's been given a professorship in music history, and where he has the solitude he needs to practice and to practice.
The messages, it's very well composed and...
He teaches just one class a week at the university. His students are mostly professionals, music teachers, musicologists, some graduate students. But mostly his focus is on his concert career. He has thought a great deal about it. He is canny, ambitious, and determined.
Of course, you have to be very smart. You have to be very careful. You have to play good. You have to have a lot of very important things inside you. But if you are gifted, if you know how to work, if you know how to deal with people, if you're smart enough, if you are sweet shark, let's put it.
Sweet shark.
Sweet shark. And you have to be kind of sweet shark in our world, in our business, let's say.
You mean the music business?
Yes. You will get it, Mike. You will get it.
And you are a sweet shark.
Look at my teeth.
He had planned for years, he had yearned, he had dreamed of a Carnegie Hall concert. And on the November night of his formal American debut, he attracted a rich mixture of music lovers, Jewish community leaders, intellectuals, critics. The concert had been sold out for weeks. This was the culmination of Vladimir Feltsman's long and tortuous journey.
The last concert that you played in Moscow, you made how much for?
Nice question, Mike. Terrific questions. Well, it was 83 rubles, my fee. That's my official fee for the concert in Moscow, 83 rubles.
Which translates in dollars to...
100.
Okay.
And my first fee here is 10,000. A little bit more.
Now,
Yeah.
how much taxes do you pay on 83 rubles?
7%, and here 1/3. Yes.
Yes.
But that's America.
And do you have an agent's fee in the Soviet Union?
No agent's fee.
And your agent's fee here?
Yes, 20%.
So now we're taking the $10,000. You take 20% off the top wage.
Okay.
Now it's down to 8,000.
Yeah.
Then you take
Yeah.
1/3 of what you
Yes.
get in taxes.
But this 21 fees part, it's tax deductible. That I already learned. So at the end of the year, I will do a little bit tricky things, and I have to grab some money back.
And, and you will have, what, at least 50 concerts in the first year?
Yes, 40 at the moment, but will be more.
So that's $500,000 there.
Yes, I think so.
And
I
your-
hope so.
And your last year in Moscow?
I don't know. Maybe I make 3,000 rubles in a year. 3.5.
Capitalism, socialism.
Yes.
The critics called it a glorious recital. His playing was wondrous. Already a first-class pianist, he may develop into a great one. And the New York Times said, Mr. Feltsman clearly will be around for a while. After the concert, a champagne reception for Vladimir and for Anna. Their first 100 days in America have been extraordinary. Utterly happy, no regrets. Except, of course, for absent family and friends back in Moscow.
It will be silly to say that I'm just completely happy. Of course, I'm happy for my husband. I'm happy for that he could overcome all these things, and I'm happy for myself that I'm still alive, you know, and that, and for my son, but I miss my country. It's natural.
I would love to be back and play there. I'm not sure that I would love to stay there. Don't think so. But if ever they would change their attitude to the people of artistic field, musicians, ballet dancers, writers, I would love to be back and play for my public in Moscow.